Okay, so well, in the years that I started, especially here in Costa Rica, so in 99, 2000, there were no boards available, and I didn't have any idea of how to get boards. I just saw in some windsurfing magazines some pictures of this new kiteboard that were starting to be done, and so from one of that pictures, this was the creation of my first board that I used it for, you know, a few months. Huge board, asymmetrical, so the idea was to use it from each side, you know, so for stronger wind the yellow one, so a little bit shorter, for lighter wind the blue one. Of course this board didn't have any good results, because as soon as the wind was just few knots more than you know, the normal, you couldn't edge at all, because it was like a boat. It was very fun to try, but didn't have any good results, honestly. And then okay, we said, like, let's do it a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner one. So we created this with also this kind of, I don't know, concave area to hold the edge a little bit better. And then we end up to do the one that I actually used it for a few years when I was teaching. So of course I had to ask help to a shaper, a surf shaper. So the first time I spoke with him, and he was kind of like scared to do something like that, because he didn't have any idea of what to do. But yeah, with the help of each other, we did this board. And then finally, of course, later on, the manufacturer were doing more and more boards, and I just had this board just to compare the size, right? That from the first board, it's kind of like less than half size. That's fun to see. That board I used it for like a couple of years, and then the sizes start to be bigger again. Around 2003, there were like this 1 meter board as well, and it was you know, a moment that people realized that was too small, and then they start to do it bigger again. So yeah, the brand was called Nicola, and it was fun, you know, to try to do something like that. And I have one bar that I found in the garage. There is one of the first bar that I used. It was for a foil kite, and so yeah, I just have it there to remember that old times.
So how was the foil kite here?
Well, the foil kite here, it was okay. Well, there were no other options anyway, and it was a 3-line kite, so you had to relaunch it on backward and then take it up in this way. It was possible, you know, to go, but of course I didn't have any depower. So once we switched to the first Nash 4-line kite that came out in 2001, then we could finally go upwind for the first time.